QPR fans and players TV, home and away. DJ Ranger back in the house. This time with a match roundup of my thoughts and views on the game today between QPR v Barnsley. Well, obviously we lost 1-0, as you know. As for the game, what can I say? Well, my personal thoughts are, first 20 minutes of the game, we were not at the races. And then for the remainder of the half, we kind of got the ball, we were doing our normal stuff, but nothing happening, passes going astray. I mean, obviously, whether Barnsley, I'm sure Barnsley had some, which I didn't really take much notice of, but I watched the game. But from our perspective, we were poor, I thought. But that could be expected from, not having games, etc. And obviously with the COVID-19 experience happening out there at the minute. But it's the same for every team. I suppose in most cases it'll be see who can quickly adapt and get on the ball and sort it out and stuff. To which I thought Barnsley did quite well in the first 20 minutes. They scored the goal, where it's a good move by them, bad mistake by us. Obviously, we're only going to do it from our perspective again. But you have to look at the overall picture, ladies and gents. So, it was a bit of both, maybe. I thought the gap between the two centre-halves was too big. And they exploited that, to which they scored from, which, would be the same most probably, or hopefully would happen from the same. So he finished up 1-0 first half. Second half come along. We got into the game a lot more. Still some passes were going astray from both sides. But we got into the game a bit more. We were a bit more attacking minded. Got them thinking about what to do. Obviously, they had 3 men, 4 men even, whatever, on the Bright as normal. That's going to happen a lot now because they see him as a threat, which he is, along with Chair, along with Eze. And I thought today, when Shadipo come on, I thought he played really well, done well. So that's another factor. Hopefully that's another plus point. We could have Shadipo on one side, Bright on the other. Depending on who they take off or whether he commands a start, who knows. But with the game as well, did you really expect to beat Barnsley at home? As Mark Warburton said in an interview prior to the game during the week, teams down the bottom are going to be fighting for their lives to stay in the Championship, which it showed today. And it showed even when we played Barnsley away, they were bottom then, when they beat us 5-3. Okay, you can feel confident because you're playing at home, but it's not guaranteed you're going to win. You've got to still turn up and play on the day and face that team and beat them to command, to make sure you win the game. Obviously, if you don't, you get punished. So, Barnsley had a few other things going on, but I didn't think nothing special, but they got the job done. So you have to commend them for that. From our perspective, no. Is it rusty? Yeah, still, but it's rusty for every team. As I say, you've got to adapt to it. That's just my thoughts and general thoughts on the game today. Yes, we've got rid of a couple of players. Obviously, Grant Hall's leaving the club. Mark Pugh's left the club. So Marston stepped in. Thought he'd done all right. I've seen him. We've seen him play already this season. When he's come in and done a job, I thought he's done pretty well then. So, time will tell, and obviously like now with the pandemic that we have at the minute, money, etc., we'll have to wait and see financially what happens in the future, whether we can go out and spend on defenders, midfielders or strikers, etc., and goalkeepers. That's for later on, ladies and gents. It's now, obviously, we just got to see out the remaining 8 games with a few more games against teams down near the bottom. So we've got to be on our A game. Otherwise, we'll get punished because they're fighting for their lives. And we go from there, ladies and gents. That's my thoughts and views on the QPR V Barnsley game today down at the Kyle Prince Foundation Stadium. Great to see all the flags out there. Hopefully, we'll see some more when we all get back there. Obviously, away games, obviously. Get out and support your side, ladies and gents, when we're back to some kind of normality. And we go from there. That's it from us. DJ Ranger with a QPR v Barnsley match roundup report from the game today at the Kyle Prince. Watch out for the match prediction things that you did, ladies and gents. I'll do another vlog for that. That'll be coming up soon. Okay, thanks for your support on your channel as well, ladies and gents. And keep your eyes peeled for any kind of info regarding interviews, matchday vlogs. Well, not at present, obviously, but the vlogs I do for the games, which I'll hopefully do for them all in the near distant future. That's himself, DJ Ranger, QPR fans and Players TV, home and away. I'm out of here. Come on, you R's.